What's going on, AOA? Now my problem here again, showing you some more tips and tricks for your Monster Hunter career. Now the thing I'm about to show you is something that I didn't even really care about until a little while ago, but it's pretty important now, so I figured I'd show you. And it's your own personal room in the game. Now if you look at mine, it's a little fancier. You definitely don't start out with this room. As you go further into the game, you can get different rooms that you can move into. Also, all those small creatures that I tend to catch, you can place them inside the room. And as you can see, they're just kind of floating by the screen as I was just standing there. Giving you a little tour here. As you can see, your cat is here on the ground. You can interact with him, change what kind of gear that he has, decide if you want him to stay behind on a hunt or not. You can see which group that he's a part of, because there's different feline factions in the game. But more importantly is your housekeeper. So the first thing I'm showing you is the Tail Raider Safari. As you saw, a little notification popped up. I got new investigations. Investigations give you a chance to hunt monsters without having to go into an actual main quest or an optional quest, and they give you better rewards in the long run. Now, with the Tail Raider Safari, it's a chance for your cat to go out, get extra investigations for you, get resources from certain monsters. It does a whole bunch of stuff for you, and it's definitely something that you don't want to sleep on. There's also a special weapon set that you can only get by getting Death Stench tickets, which you can only get by your cat going on Tail Raider Safari, so really, you should do it. But next, I'm going to show you the most important thing in the game, which is the training area. Um, Now, the training area lets you experiment with different weapons, lets you experiment with how much damage you're doing, lets you experiment with different weapons set skills, stuff like that. Um, to start, pick out a weapon that you think you're going to enjoy. It could be something like the dual blades. It could be something like the lance that I have on now. Could be the insect glaive hammer. Doesn't matter. Choose something and go right inside here and try it out. Because honestly, the biggest part about Monster Hunter World is picking a weapon that you enjoy and then actually using that weapon. Now here I'm just going to showcase a little bit some of the features of here. So as I said, it lets you see how much damage you're doing per hit. It also tracks your current damage and it tracks the current total that you're doing. It lights up what kind of moves you're doing. It shows down in the bottom part of the screen basic combos that you can do, different kinds of combos for like guarding and attacking, um, and it just lets you experiment, lets you do whatever you have to do, and all this, like if you remember in the last video, I had that decorations. Well, it also applies all those bonuses and everything for the decorations. So you can try out different decorations, see how much damage you're doing. If it's not enough, then you can go back in and edit it some more and some more until you finally get something that you like. There's also certain barrels in this game, like that one I just ran by, that show bounce damage. So in this game, there's a thing called bounce, where if your weapon isn't sharp enough, it'll bounce off the monster's skin, and it'll pretty much break any combos that you're having. Now, there's a couple different ways that you can avoid this, but in the long run, keeping your weapon sharpness up is going to be the biggest thing. Now, here's something that you need to get into right away if you have Iceborne. It's called the Clutch Claw. This thing has changed the way that people do monster hunts. Um, People used to mount the monster all the time to try to get it to knock down so everybody can do all their DPS. With the Clutch Claw, you don't have to worry about that. You latch onto the monster's face, you hit R. If you have slinger ammo, you hit R2, and the monster will go running forward. If it runs into a wall, it's instantly knocked down. So if you have access to the Clutch Claw, get used to it. It makes your hunts so much easier and so much faster. To give you an example, my cousin and I were hunting a Nargacuga. All right. Regular time to beat the Nargacuga for us was 25 minutes on our first run. Once I started figuring out the Clutch Claw, the Nargacuga run ended up taking 15 minutes. So the thing is huge. Monsters being down gives you a huge damage buff. But now I'm just showcasing dual blades a little bit because I'm kind of biased. They're my favorite weapon. Um, but I wanted to do it because, as you can see, that little blade meter up there, it fills up when I'm in demon mode versus when I'm not in demon mode and I make an attack, it starts to reduce. Um, Certain weapons have charge meters. Dual blades have them. Gunlance kind of has it. The longsword has it. Charge blade has it. Depending if you pick on these weapons, I can go into and help you out figuring out what they do and what they're good for. But I can tell you right off the bat with dual blades, it's all about the demon mode. If you're out of demon mode, you're not as powerful. Your attack combos are different. And overall, it's just better if you go into demon mode. And then here, I just wanted to show you the hunting horn, probably one of the most slept on weapons of the game. A lot of people don't like it because they think it's big, it's clunky, and it doesn't really do a lot. But this weapon, if you're on a team hunt, is a godsend. It sends off these little, I guess you would call them songs, and they end up powering up your team. You also have the self-improvement song, which powers up you. And as you can see, this is only the base form. This is the weakest of hunting horns, and I'm still doing a crap ton of damage. This thing is a damn DPS beast once you get used to the combos. But yeah, so just wanted to showcase for you guys the training area. Very important place. Do not skip over it. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next video.